TV Johnny, Diamond Boys.
Yes,
Johnny
ma'am.
Dang with us today. Oh my God. My nephew freaked out that he actually got to meet you in person.
Oh.
It was like, even he's a golfer. It was even better than meeting like the best golfer in the world was meeting you.
Well, if he
You're
was gonna
such
meet-
a legend.
Yeah, it was him or Tiger Woods. He'd rather meet Donnie because he wants to go golfing with you.
Oh,
He
really?
wants to
Taking you
go
up on-
I'm so
golfing with
excited.
you.
Good morning. Hey, this is King of Bling, Johnny Dang. I'm so excited to be here. And thank you guys.
Yes, we have known him for so long, and my husband Rob and him have been buddies. But we are Living the Authentic Life podcast. Big shout out to Adam Andrus, our sound engineer, looking hot over there and taking care of us. Every week we come to you and we meet with the most interesting group of people, and we talk about commitment and collaboration and success and what it means to be authentic and how do we know it's real. And this guy is the epitome of success. He has been written about in Forbes magazine. He is the complete success story of an immigrant who came in, taught himself how to work with these amazing jewelry pieces and make things. Started in a flea market, and now his office is a palace. I mean, tell us, how does that even happen?
Appreciate that. It really a dream come true, you know. And like I say, it started from the bottom. We came here in 1996 and started with the business. I was just a jeweler, regular jewelers. And first day I came in, was so boring. So my cousin, Fong,
Yes.
he asked me, hey, I have a shop in flea market. Let's go there and help me. I said, cool. The second day I went with him, go there, and I worked with him for 6 months. So the first 6 months I make $500.
No way.
Yes, the
Wow.
first 6 months. But I was so happy because that's the first time in my life I make that much money. I come from Vietnam. I was born and I came here when I was 23. So the whole life we struggled. We was like, I was living when I was young, my kid. I live in condition like no waters, no electricity. So he don't even think it make extra money. We try to make every day enough for food, for living, just for food. Not even thinking make extra money. So my first $500 was so big.
You were rich.
Rich.
The American
I'm
dream.
so excited. This is wow. I got $500 because my main thing is try to help him and learn how to make jewelry. Because in Vietnam, if you learn how to make jewelry, you have to pay for it, pay big money. Now I learned for free and got extra money. I was so happy.
And it's
So that's how I started.
And it seems to me, and not to stereotype, but almost every Vietnamese person I've ever met has an amazing work ethic. Do you think it's the way your parents brought you up? Did you see hard work? Like, what do you think was the difference of your upbringing than someone else that couldn't see that as their future?
I think that's one of the main key. Most of Vietnamese like us was raised and trained in this hard condition. And then, of course, thanks to my mom, she raised us different, like hard, teaching us, working hard is the main key. And we ought to have that. That's why we got trained from kid, from when we was young. If I show you a couple picture, I went to forest to carry wood back from forest back to my village to sell or to trade for rice. You would be surprised because the wood way bigger than me. Much longer, bigger, and heavier my weight, but I could be able to carry that from all the way. A lot of people didn't know this, So that's kind of training really helped my physical, also mentally work hard. And so as soon as I came here, we worked 10 hours, 15 hours, no problem. Until I opened my own shop at Shoptown. It's just a small shop. So we working for like hours and hours that I'll never get tired,
No, and you were making money for yourself then too. But what you did different, there are a lot of people that are jewelers in this business. And a lot of people have the old school technology of using a torch and solder to repair old-fashioned casting. You decided technology came around. Let's start doing it. Let's do the most high-tech ways we can do it with the lasers and the new 3D and 4D printing and machines. You were able to take the best technology and make your grills so they're comfortable and not grinding the people's teeth, so that everybody would want to wear them and everybody would enjoy them.
Yeah, that's honestly that's the good thing that I recognize early, and then when I do start making good money, I work a lot of my hands. So I'm thinking like, I cannot do all this by myself with hands or with and plus labor. So when I open my own shop first, right, in flea market, and then I open in the garage, because flea market only open like 3 days a week on the weekend. So weekday I set up the workshop in my garage, and so it gets so hot. Houston, Texas, the weather is too hot to work in garage. Every day is crazy hot. That's why I got the idea to open the workshop in Southtown Mall, like small corner, like 450 square feet. But just after a few years, after 1 or 2 years, it got more busier. So I'm thinking, man, all the handwork, we cannot finish all that job unless we got machine. We need to get machine, and we need to invest on technology to get the job got much better and faster. That's what
faster, more consistent, better quality.
Right. That's why I invest a lot of. Trust me, the first time I bought the machine, just like $45,000, I had to think it so much and borrow money from a lot of people just to buy it. But people look at me like crazy. Why you spend that much for the machine? So see, we can do wax by hand. So that's kind of like risky. I took,
Yeah, when he means wax by hand is people would have a design that they'd want in a ring, and they draw it on a piece of paper, and then someone would carve out of a piece of wax what the ring was supposed to look like, and it took hours and hours and hours an artisan to make it. Now with computers, what we can do is so cool, and him being able to take that technology, now he can have 10 rings made in the time of 1 or 100 or look at this piece that he's made there. To carve that by hand would be impossible. I mean, it'd be.
But also, if you do by hand, only one time used and done. Because after casting, we cannot reuse the wax again. But the machine, you can pre-print it like a computer. So I took advantage out of that. So they make my business, my piece more fire,
So a lot of the guests that we've interviewed, I bring up Malcolm Gladwell. He wrote this book called Outliers, and it talks about these people with this amazing moment in time. And in reading your biography and your all these great things about you, watching your videos, it seems like the Grillz were the thing that differentiated you from every other guy. And you came up with this idea of how to do it different, and you revolutionized the grill industry.
Right. That's the thing that really bring my name up big. Also, because the solids go in the market so long, 100 years ago. A lot of people, they've been like old people that wear the grill, but it's just like regular gold, cover the teeth, like a gold cap.
Like, just a cap on the front teeth. Right.
Cap in front.
A dentist would do. That's what I read. You were working with dentists.
Right. So the story how I make the grill, because I work one of the dentists, right? He had an order from the customer, just a solid gold, and then he brought to me and asked me to put a diamond. Actually, that's she will ask me to put a diamond on the top of it. So, but it's so bulky and then it's like thick, when I start with a grill. So when I work for a while, I said, man, that's too thick, too big for customer mouth. So I figure out how to make it thinner and change all different kind of setting. That's it, make the grill real popular. And then they only they only put like 1 or 2 diamonds. I say, with a wrapper, when you wear the grill, 1 or 2 diamonds, you cannot see enough bling. So I said, we have to put more. So originally I create like a channel set, like put the whole channel in there with 2, 3 rows. So when it's present to the client, so I did a couple of demos, right, to show her. And after I did for her, and a lot of customers came by my shop, saw me, to do the grill. So they say, oh, you do the gold teeth too? So they try out, and then I create a couple of demo like channel set and buffet setting to show them, and not only one diamond on the tooth on the gold cap, it would like fill it up. So that creates and make it like popular, making.
And new technology, do you have to use technology like a dentist does, taking molds of the mouths of their actual teeth? I've been watching how you do this. I'm not stealing your technology, but you take the molds of the teeth and then you work backwards so that you fit over the teeth, but perfectly, just like an orthodontist is putting braces on. You're doing the same technology they do so that it's comfortable and doesn't move in their mouth.
Exactly, though. That's why I figured to do, because we don't do dental work. This is the main thing, because the dental crown, you have to save all the teeth down. You have to cut the customer teeth to fit the go in there. So I'm thinking if we do that, first, we don't have a dentist license.
Right.
We cannot do that. Second thing is that will be damage customer teeth. One day, what if they don't like it? If they don't wear no more, they take the go out, the whole tooth mess up. So I'm figure out a way to
covering
do
your butt too, so you don't get sued by ruining their teeth. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Like me, I wear grill every day.
Yes,
Today I
show
just
us.
wear, just like that. Right?
Okay, so the first time I met you, Rob brought me to your store when you were outside of Neiman Marcus. And I remember he put on a grill that said filthy, like filthy rich. And I was like, oh my God, what is my husband doing? But I still remember that. And you have pictures of, you name it, celebrities. And like
Right, so
Houston's
that-
most amazing, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Travis Scott. Like,
Right.
but your main guy is Paul Wall. Like that collaboration together and connection.
Yeah, big
Was
shout out to my partner, Paul Wall. So
Yes.
that's it. When I was in South Town, of course, Paul was the DJ in the club,
Uh-huh.
So he also, I did not only work at daytime, nighttime, I went to the club and promote, pass out flyer, connect with all the DJ and the rappers. So that's why we got together with Paul. So Paul say, okay, he a DJ. He also did the grill a little bit, like for the in the hood or his friend, So it's like we need to collab together, and so we can promote a grill. Because of course back then I could not speak English well, and nobody understand what I say, But if we have Paul, that's a good translation.
Yes.
So we work together good, and then Paul blow up real big and go to the tour with a lot of rappers. So that's the perfect time.
Yes.
So I went to a lot of tour with Paul around the world, around United States to promote and connect with a lot of artists. Paul connect me with like T.I. and David Penner and Drizzy Mafia, a lot of artists back then I worked with. And the best thing, not only the way I build my business is long term. That's how I can be survived.
You want to have a
and make it
lifetime
fun.
client.
Exactly. So when I don't want to do one time with a client, so we build relationship. A lot of my customers like Juicy J, Ricky Ross, they've been spending money with me for the last 15 years.
You're so real. You're so genuine. And you're not, and you also, I read, you don't treat them differently. You're just like hanging with your friends. And you treat them special, and they know they're VIP with you, but you're just hanging and chilling, and you're sometimes even cooler than they are. I mean, people have tattoos of you on their bodies. There are songs about you. I mean, that is...
He's done his own songs. He's done rap videos.
Oh yeah,
Tell us about
that's funny.
that.
I did. So, I've been hanging out with so many rappers. So they keep asking me, "Hey, you need to do one song. You do rap songs." I was laughing first, saying, "Man, I couldn't even speak English well. How could I rap on the song? Of course, I don't know how to write." So one day, Paul recorded in the studio. Paul Wall say, "Let me write you a song. We just try it, just for fun." And he wrote me a song, and just surprised. I rap it like, I didn't even practice it. Just sentence by sentence, but it's fun. But it turned out as a good song, and it was on 106 Park. 106 Park, that's one of the big MTV news of the song back in the day, So that's a real good song. It's fun. And then I surprised the song kind of blow up and do
Yeah.
Become very popular.
Real
You're the top
popular.
Vietnamese rapper for sure, but you're a Vietnamese American.
Right.
That's amazing.
It's fun.
And then you had a reality TV show. Was that that like the tipping point, or how did it? I mean, because we have 14,000 Instagram followers, and I'm kind of proud of that. We came up from 10. You have 1.9 million.
Yeah.
Like, how does that even? Like, what were kind of the key steps that you feel like changed or helped you get
compared
to
with
that
compared with another jewelers, like I say, I can see a little bit ahead of times.
Mm-hmm.
Like back then, I started Instagram when I started even MySpace before Facebook popular. I already think in the media I pick it up a little bit. Basically, I pick up media a little bit faster, you know, compared with my brother Daniel. Daniel in business is as long as like me, but he didn't even.
You're a great promoter. You love it. Johnny said to me, he goes, I'm nervous about doing this interview with you because my English isn't so good. I said, Johnny, if your English was much better, we'd all be working for you. There wouldn't be jobs. You're doing fine, okay? I think you're doing okay.
But that's back to media. The thing is, like, when MySpace just came out, I already started promoting MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, the Facebook just for the college. People didn't even know the Facebooks. And then when the Facebook took over MySpace, so I already have my account. The same thing on Instagram, you know.
Love it.
And then, of course, we also give away, promote, do a lot of
You
good.
do so much in giveaways, and especially to the community. You did amazing crawfish boils when we had Harvey here. And tell us about the backpack program that you have for kids. That's incredible.
Oh, you know, when I came, everyone know, like, you know, I came from Vietnam. I know how struggle is in Vietnam. When I was a kid, it's so tough. Every year, we barely to have a new backpack for the new school because we only use one backpack for like years, 5, 6, 7 years.
Wow.
So I know how they feel if the kids have a backpack go to school or get the new clothes.
Give them something to be proud of.
Right. So that's why I donate. You know, when I make money, so I donate. But I created Johnny Dang Charity. And then we do we did golf tournament because I love to play golf, and I gather a group of golf friends. So I was thinking, okay, everyone play golf in the weekend anyway, so why don't we do tournament? So I put all the money for the expense, and whatever they donate, I donate direct to the people in Vietnam. And not only Vietnam, after that we create a little bit bigger charity, so we donate in here, backpack. Last year we collabed with the Jay Prince. Big shout out to Jay Prince. He gave me a chance to work together with him, give away the backpack right at
And
his...
then you did haircuts and you gave food. I mean, it was just a
Right,
great,
so we
incredible...
create a little bit activity for kids right before they get back to school. Got a haircut, give away backpack. Christmas, we give away a little bit toys here and there. It's fun,
And then
I love to see the kid happy.
And you have all of these great events, or a lot of them, at your incredible store. 16,000 square feet, clothing, product. It's where your manufacturing is.
Also, they do concerts in the backyard, in the back of the parking lot.
And
they also have a full studio stage in the back. It's unbelievable. It used to be a big restaurant, and he converted it into this jewelry megaplex downstairs, and then upstairs the clothing and accessories and tennis shoes.
Right, a lot of right now we have a lot of not only jewelry downstairs, we sell high-end clothes, just like suits. My client loves suit clothes and hat stuff, And we don't, like you say, we got a whole manufacturer.
Oh, no,
That's my dream. I really always dream to have my own workshop. But when I back in the shop town, it was not enough space to do showroom and manufacture and the shop,
Well, his shop, too, if you haven't been in there, isn't really a shop. It's a huge production facility behind bulletproof glass with all the jewelers visible, so you can see them doing the jewelry, manufacturing it while you watch. it's unbelievable. And the technology, all the computers and everything back there. You look and you go, is this NASA or is this Johnny Dang? But speaking of your marketing, my favorite marketing you ever did was the Olympics. Given the athletes the grills with the flag on them. Oh my God! Or the ones that said Rio. I mean, tell us, how did you come up with the idea to do that, and how were you able to get their teeth to make it so that you could get them for them?
I forgot what his name. The one of the swimmer.
Okay.
What his name is that? Mike? No, not Michael Phelps. He right second Michael Phelps. So one of the swimmer, and he did Olympic already, right? So he ordered grill from us. So he said, "I'm an Olympic swimmer. I want to order grill." I was a little bit surprised, but not really thinking that big. And he did order the grill for the first Olympics. So he waited on the Olympics. So when the Olympic organizers, they saw that they didn't allow him to wear the grill. So they told him like you cannot wear the grill on the podium if you win the Olympic medal. But he didn't even care. So he still ordered, say, "Man, I'm still want to wear the grill if I win the Olympics." So let's design something crazy. So me and him sit down back and forth. So we create I say, "Man, let's do something like they recognize this American." So we did with American flag.
Beautiful
American
red.
flag with the different color and white diamond and all different color. So I find Ryan Locke. Yeah, his name Ryan Locke.
Yes.
The swimmer. So I did a grill for him. And when he won the Olympic, he knew that they did not allow him to wear to get the medal. So he went to the podium first and took the medal and then put the grill on.
It was awesome. It was
That's
awesome.
good,
I watched the video this morning of him doing it. I was just like, that couldn't have been a better moment, A, for America, for the patriotism, and then also TV Johnny.
Yeah, so that's a good thing we did together, make it real good, popular. Also, I did for the actual the baseball team. When we win the World Series.
Yes.
So,
If we hopefully can have baseball again, I'm looking forward to all of our sports.
Yeah,
this
coming
Corona needs
back.
to get over so we can have. I've been watching those replays. I know who's going to win, but I still watch the games on TV.
I know. We almost won the one last year, right?
Yep, it was close. It was close.
Very close.
So you love sports, though. My building is next door to his building, and my parking lot watches his parking lot. Do not gamble with him if he plays ping pong or table tennis. It's crazy. It's like watching those guys on TV. Boom, 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 and someone will come and try to beat him, and I watch and I just go, he's just playing with him because I know he can smack that ball so fast you don't even know where it comes from. Because when business is slow and it's not 150 degrees out like it is in Houston, he's out there just practicing and hanging with his clients and customers and friends and family.
Right. I love sport. I love like ping pong, play golf. I do a lot of golf. So it's fun to plus I have 2 tables at the shop. You saw one outside patio. I have another table inside. So we practice and play again with employees, with the clients. It's fun. The most fun I have is to play against with Travis Scott. Shout out to Travis Scott. He good at ping pong, right? He went to me and said, "Man, I can beat you in ping pong." Oh, that's it. Okay, you sure? Let's partner, and we have a good game. I let him win one though.
I gotta throw that in there. And you're such a family guy. I mean, I see you with your wife, who's beautiful, and tell us about family time, because it seems like you're working all the time. Did they come up to the store? Are they part of the business?
Actually, I do spend weekend for my family. Shout out to my wife. She work a lot of hard to take care of my kid and myself.
Yes.
So basically, Saturday and Sunday, that's especially Sunday, I really don't do anything related to business because I family day. Every morning, Sunday, we took the kids to the church, go eat. Sometimes we go to my friend Tony Vietnam house to eat. We hang out with family, Like I said, all Sunday is really family day. And especially this time, for the virus going on, so I have a lot of time spent around with my kids, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing about this. None of us have been traveling because I know you go to all the awards, you go to the Grammys, you go to all those things. All that stuff's been canceled for now, so we do get to spend more time with our family, which is good. I think it's really good.
To me, that's a good thing I've been doing for my family since last 15 years, 20 years, because I've been working a lot at the shop. I travel almost every week.
We run into
we
you
met-
at the,
yeah,
I know,
we met
we're
each
always
other all
seeing
the
each
time.
other in the
Because
United
at the
Club.
airport.
At the airport, I'll be in
Like,
the
hey, Johnny,
I'll
where
be in the
you
American
been?
I'm in the American Express lounge, and I'm working on my computer, and I get a text. Hey, Rob, I like those shoes you're wearing. I go, Johnny? And I look over and he's smiling. He's
Yeah,
eating
you
the
see
same
early
lunch.
in the morning too. Like, so we've been traveling so many times. So that's a good thing. Slow down, but thank God the business go back normal. And
And what's your first travel plan? Are you going to Vegas? Do you have anything coming up? Like what's
I have so many appointments right now. I supposed to go to LA tomorrow to meet traffic. No, Triple Red.
Okay.
Because my client a lot of time they order stuff and they want right away.
yes.
Second thing they want me delivery. Like
Yes.
Triple Red have birthday actually today. I supposed to be in LA today. But
Sorry, we just
I
needed
already
him
got
here
an
this
appointment. I
morning.
couldn't make it. So I told him, hey, I couldn't make to LA on Thursday. I had to ship it out. So I just shipped out a grill for him yesterday. And I have a Drake. I just finished a grill for Drake. Nobody's seen it
fantastic.
yet. We back and forth for so many times. I couldn't even have a time to wrap it up for him. I could have a ship it out to Drake, but I want to,
Yes.
hang to him and deliver special delivery to him. So I can't wait to show you guys Drake grill.
Okay, and Grillz are not just for the boys. I heard Beyonce.
Yeah, do a lot of
Katy Perry.
Katy
Paris
Perry's grill is
Hilton.
special. And I have two special for Katy Perry's. I did a grill for her right before, like Rush, before the Grammy. MTV Awards.
Okay.
So she wanted that to wear for the MTV. So that's crazy. I did like in 3 days, less than 3 days.
Wow.
Flew out there. I did a grill for her already before, but regular grill, not a diamond. And then she contacted me to say, I want another grill for the MTV, like special one with a diamond. So I did it so quick and dropped it up for her. Yeah,
You were
fun.
also the first one to come out with the new technology of invisible setting diamonds in a grill. Invisible setting a diamond, if you don't know, was started by Van Cleef & Arpels, French jeweler, back in the turn of the century, 1910, 1920. They groove the back of the diamond, and it takes extreme technology on how to do it. No one's ever done it on teeth or on grills, and Johnny did it. So he's got this French talent with him now too. You're like the Van Cleef & Arpels.
Like I say, I always bring my invest on not only equipment but create something new for my clients. So a big shout out to Quavo from the Mego group,
Right?
and
Yes.
Quavo have a 7 or 8 different setup grill. So he keep telling me, when I got so much money, I say, Johnny, I want something crazy nobody have it. I say, don't worry, I got you. So I create invisible baguette. Baguette already long, tough, even it's hard to set already.
Right, they break all the time. They're just
Easy to
difficult to
break.
work with. Right.
But to set invisible baguette on the grill is tough. But we spend a lot, like almost 3-4 months, just to figure out how to set it, how to cut the baguette. Grooving the baguette is tough. In principle, it kind of not tough, but
You've got more stone to work with because the baguette's so
more square. Baguette is so long and tough, it's hard to hold a diamond. So I broke so many diamonds just to finish one grill. When you break the diamond, it's just waste of the diamond.
There's nothing left. Once it's broken, it's sand. You can put it in a locket or something to bounce around, but you can't fix it.
Kind of fit.
It has
That's
no
how
value.
the diamond is a real waste. So I ended up finished the baguette grill. It came out real
Came out
well.
fantastic. I saw it.
But
and
not only that, so he wanted another crazy one. So I came up with the emeralds. So I did another emerald cut for Quavo. So that's the latest one. Invisible set in emerald cut.
Beautiful.
It's so tough. I waste almost like every 8 carat diamond to U1. To U1 carat is waste because we have to cut so many.
And it's got to all be
diamond.
perfect. And if you cut it wrong, you can't make the diamond grow and get bigger. You got to start all over again.
Because the grill, they have a certain size. So I had to be like precise fitting on the grill. So that's good though. That's the newest one I just released.
Fantastic.
And last I looked, he had about 2.6 million likes on that photo. What do you think is the most liked post or the most watched video that you've ever posted?
And I don't remember, but yeah, there's a lot of video have like about 2.5, 2.6 millions, and I have a YouTube. My YouTube channel, the most view is like 10 millions.
Fantastic.
Oh
10
my
millions
gosh.
on the YouTube channel. Shout out to my team. I got a good team. You see John Box right there.
Yes, it
He,
takes a team. It takes a
manager
village.
for the you know.
But you know what I find
Audio.
amazing of this whole deal is he's talking about the grill and the technology. He's excited. He's hopping in his chair. He's so happy because you have passion. You
For
love
what you
you
do.
do.
Yeah.
This
Right.
is your love. You don't do this just to make money. Money is nice, and we all like making money. But you enjoy it. You're an artist. This is your art.
Right, that I appreciate that. A lot of time I create something, I spend like $80,000 to create some new piece, some new jewelry, but it doesn't work. It cannot be sell. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I just spend money, but this is what I love to do. So I just make it.
But
some new
that's part of
stuff.
the journey is being willing to fail on occasion to get to the best. Because if all we did was do what's safe, we'd never get to that place of being innovative.
Right,
So I'm
right.
sure there's things. What is the best client you've ever had? Are there any tough clients, or we can't talk about those guys? I thought it was super cute because we suffer from this too. You said the hardest client is the one with the small budget that wants a big look at in a grill. People come in, I want to buy this, but I only have this much budget.
So that's the more difficult. Of course, when we deal with the clients, all different clients, and then it's very tough. The most difficult time is sometimes I have to hang around with them for hours and hours in studio, you know, and just
You got to hold their hand.
hold the chit chat, hold the hand. That's the more tough, and but I get used to it and it get more fun, you know, when you adapt with that, and I was in a lot of tough situation, like it's crazy, fighting in the club, you know, we're hanging out with a client, the fighting broke down, we will go crazy, and
Well,
and
that's
then I always wear a lot of jewelry too.
Yes,
you know?
you've got to have. I mean, we've seen you have bodyguards with you because you've got a lot on. Do you ever worry about your safety and
Of course, you know, always safety always important, very important to me. So I always got good bodyguard team. So whenever I travel, they travel with me. You know, even in local in Houston, when they go to the club or go to party, I always have bodyguard.
And there were so many people in town last week for the funeral of George Floyd, and I saw that you reached out to his family, and you've been a big leader in the community for creating the safest place for us to live, but you've also appreciate what the police are doing to keep us safe.
Yeah.
Do you want to make any comments about that, or?
It's kind of honestly, I don't want to comment about that, but it's a little bit sensitive. But you know, of course, we all don't want that happen. It's a bad happen, and especially it's not a good time. The COVID time going on, the COVID virus still.
Lots of problems going on right now. Our city seemed to do very well with all the protests and
They were
everything
all
was going
so
on.
Right,
peaceful.
we
were
did
very
very well.
peaceful for as big a
shout
city
out
as-
to everyone. We got 70,000 people in
Mayor
downtown.
Turner, Chief Acevedo,
Everybody got along.
Yes.
Everybody got along. All races, everyone in our city was wonderful. We're one big team. Houston is the most ethnically diverse city in America, they say.
Right.
And everybody tried to get along as a family. We didn't look at each other differently. At least that's how I perceived it, because how do you get 60,000 or 70,000 people together
Without
in a march?
problem.
No problem at all.
Exactly.
problem.
I'm
I know.
honestly, I'm very happy for that. You know,
It
real
was awesome.
happy, especially the artists too. In Houston, all the artists really get along together, and
Incredible.
You know, that would be good to create a whole bigger group with no problem.
And
So-
that's what I've noticed about all of your videos and whenever you've invited us to your parties. It is so diverse, and the types of people and the people you bring together. And I think that that's an incredible thing that you do, is that you are getting people together for success. You're always smiling. You're always happy. Like, you're this amazing face for the hip hop community, because I think there's so many great things that come out of it. And my favorite part of it is the style. I tried to be a little bit kind of hip hop today with my bling. And I have to give you a shout out because you made my Contessa bling. Although,
Nice.
Rob, I think we're
Right
going to
now,
have to
it's
step it
time for the
up.
bigger one.
This
Do
cost me
another
Step
money.
it up, Dad, you know.
Maybe he can have the grill and I can have the necklace. But it truly has changed. The hip hop community has affected the fashion industry. And because it is they're artists, they're creative. And so tell me about that and about your lines of clothing and how do you even know what to buy, and do you feel like you
I have a special clothing line they call I Shui Yang. So I just released a few months ago. But not only selling the clothes, not only the good design, a lot of people can select a lot of good shirts, hat, but they can have a chance to win. I give away $120,000 on that website, ishuiyang.com. So basically, what they do, if you go there, you buy a hat, $15, $20. So you got a chance to win the whole Flawless Diamond Grill and 10,000 cash. We just gave away, we just gave
And the
away
10,000 cash is the key.
We just gave away a few days last week. We picked 3 winners. So every 1.5 months, 45 days, every 45 days we pick out 3 winners. It's so exciting. It's good to get back
Marketing.
and create.
Yes. Well, we have a small marketing venture with you next week, but we're going to be giving away a Louis Vuitton duffel if people follow us and follow you.
Wow.
I know. And who doesn't want a Louis Vuitton duffel? That transcends race, age. I mean, I know my 12-year-old wants one, and my mom, who is, 39. My mom's 39. She would want one too. But it's but I'm most fascinated by the fashion and the style, and I think people like Katy Perry and Beyonce and all of these women, and of course these guys are just driving fashion and what they're wearing. So thank you so much for being with us today. Unfortunately, our time is kind of coming to an end. I have one last question for you. Rob, do you have any questions? My last question is, you meet so many people and you know the real people and then kind of you know the posers. Is there any way that you can tell me, like, how do you know in your gut? Like, how did you know to connect with Paul Wall? How did you know he was the guy? How did you know?
Honestly, that's maybe the bless I have on my nature activities. I friendly with everyone. You know, I love to do business, connect, to be friends with everyone. It doesn't matter you're a regular guy or a rapper.
Yeah.
I respect people the same way. I treat all my clients the same way. If you walk to my shop, you are a celebrity. You are a VIP. You know what I'm saying? Of course, a little bit different if Travis Scott walk in because he want the private. He want a little bit. It's not in the. That's why I have a VIP room. You know, like big room. But also the regular client coming in. So that's the way I love to do, and I've been doing it. And I train my team. I got a whole VIP team to train the people because I love to treat everyone the same, equal, and respect. You know, not only just business, not only like you got to treat big different when you a rapper or you have big money, and the guy doesn't have small money. You treat different.
Everyone's equal.
Everyone equal. I learned that's from him. I respect that from him. Honestly, big shout out to Rob because nobody know the story between us. Even you didn't know. This is a true story. I want to say it.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say it before this end. So when I just came here, you remember when I first joined the watch show? Because when I do a lot of jewelry, so I start selling watch. So I got connect. My brother introduced me to him. I connect with Rob about to buy watch from him. So I want to join the watch show, WIWJG, right?
Correct.
So in order to join the watch show, you need to refer people in order to join. Because that's even I say, wow, I spend money, but I have to be member, and I have somebody have to refer me to join it. So I asked my brother Daniel member, he referred me. And I asked another guy, he my cousin boyfriend. So I think, of course, he referred me to the club. So when I came to him, say, hey, can you refer me to the club? He say, no, man, you might screw my name. I say, what? He didn't refer me. Wow. I said, wow, you my cousin boyfriend. You know me well. I'm so shocked, son. So I went to him. I said, Rob, can you refer me to the club? Not even think 1 second. I got
No
you.
problem.
Right now. That's really because we didn't have no well back then. When that's a long time ago, huh? Like,
Long time ago.
long time. He did not know well, and white church did. That sucked. I say, wow. He did not scare. I go to the watch show, buy the watch from people instead of buy from him. He referred me that without one. My cousin boyfriend did not refer me, and he did without thinking. I say, wow. That's not really blessed. That's why I love him so long. You know, I appreciate it. This is a chance. I really appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And it's been 15 plus years we've been doing business. Always, never a problem. Both ways. I had him make my wife's necklace, Contessa, and I have jewelers of my own that I use, but I wanted him to make it because that's what he's great at. And it works because we work together. And we've also done handbag business. My wife's part of the business for his wife. So it works. We're family. And
that's good. We have a good
It works well. It works well. And I was going to say one last thing. Everyone has said before, they go, Johnny must be real lucky. And it's not a matter of luck. You see the passion and how hard he works and the commitment and the collaboration, bringing in Paul. And that's the whole package that made this whole deal work.
Right.
And that's what coming to America. People this is the greatest country in the world because we can do it. You came from Vietnam to be able to do what you did, but you had the passion and the drive your parents gave you and everything. It's awesome. I'd almost cry for you, but I don't want to be that soft. But it's great. It's great to see.
Yeah, that's what we. I really appreciate that, and we call it American Dream. You know, with that's the best one.
Yeah.
Dreams come true. You know.
Yes, it is. It is.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. You hooked me up a lot of good back too. I love it. I don't want to tell my sauce, but this is my connection right here. You know, so appreciate that. This is good. We do
a lot of collaborating together. We need to do another trunk show at your store. Maybe we could even do that next week. People can come by and shop.
Good Christmas parties.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love your Christmas parties. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, and thanks so much. We appreciate it. And you guys have a great week until next Thursday at 10.
I might bring Paul Wall back here.
Yes,
That could be a lot of
let's have
fun.
him come back.
You and Paul Wall
that's
would be
fun.
awesome.
We
awesome.
would love
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So we just talk about me and Paul about music. That could be good.
Yeah, let's
Too
do
easy.
it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.